Boots. Boots. Hey everybody out there from me and Boots and everyone else. This is our August 15th fish room update. I know it's a day early. I know the lights are a little dim, but I'm going to be working all day tomorrow. So we wanted to get it done tonight so I don't post days late like I have been. Work's just been a little hectic. So let's see what we got going on. The saltwater tank lights are out again. I swear I'm going to do an update for the saltwater tanks because we do have some new stuff going on with those. We still don't have these ones set up yet. We've got Dahlia moved over here. I think we did last time, but she is fully acclimated now. She, he, I'm not sure. I think one of the guys mentioned that probably a male. I guess we should probably figure that out, huh? But they are doing very good. They seem very, come on over, very personable and active and acclimated in the tank. Boots, quit whining. So yeah, they're doing really good. I need to figure out the timer for these lights. It has one. Haven't been able to figure it out, so we've been manually turning them on. I'd like to put some bubbles in here or something, but Dahlia seems to like it just how it is. Dig in, not bothered, no one to bully. Cruising on down, we're still cycling this tank. I think there is... Boots, cut it out. There is one rosy red in here, there it is. So I think the last time Shelby said she tested the water, it had some... Sorry for the pause, guys. Had to tell Boots to be quiet. He's going crazy. The last time Shelby checked the water conditions, nitrites were up some. I think ammonia was dropping, and I'm not sure if there were nitrates, so I think it's still in the middle of a cycle. We use some beneficial bacteria. In my experience, that helps, but doesn't instantly cycle it. So here we are, still cycling. Rosy red's hanging in there with the live cycle. I know some people aren't into that, but you know. That's how we cycle. This tank is out. I'll go over that on my other update. We added a cardinal fish to this tank and a red knob sea star, which is super cool. Maybe I can get it in the dark. There he is. He's pretty big too. I don't think they're coral friendly, so I don't know if we're going to be able to add corals to this. Thought about just maybe trying some pulsing xenia to see if he mows them down, because at the end of the day, we have so much pulsing xenia in our other tank, it wouldn't hurt if it didn't work. Down here, everything's going really good. This is the tank that we were running just on the sponge filters now, because we removed the hob for Dahlia's tank. See, one of the tire tracks just came out of that cave, went into the PVC. 2 tire tracks in here doing good. I think the other one is actually back there right now, to the bottom right of the sponge filter. The rosy reds that we originally sangled the tank with are doing fine. There's the zigzag. The Severum and angels are doing really good and growing real good. Everyone's very hungry right now. I'll feed them after I record. I just wanted to record before all the lights went out. I know I could manually turn the lights on. I just didn't want to. I don't like messing with their light cycles. The catfish still does absolutely nothing and sits in that cave. Yeah, everything's going really good in here. All right, let's cruise on over to the goldfish tank. Boots, quit whining at the cats. You are being super annoying. Cut it out, boy. Cut it out. Jeez. It's because of them. They're harassing him. But they're not doing anything really. Okay. Goldfish tank. 2 blues are on the outside, the white's down the center. I love the way it looks when it's like this. Nothing new here. Everyone's doing really good in here. Oh, we got this from a thrift store for our chems. I thought that was pretty cool. So, Get a faraway shot for you guys, then I'll get up close, see if we can get some of them. They're getting pretty big. Not much going on here. So, the grow out tank. Much dimmer than normal. I have a check valve on the bubbles and I killed them, removed them. I also, I'm not sure if you could see it, put black construction paper under the light to really dim the light. Shout out to, sorry if I say your name wrong, Tabarak. Love watching your videos. He suggested that the lights were too bright for this new arowana we just got, and the bubbles might have been stressing him out. So we dimmed the lights, killed the bubbles for now, and the arowana seems much more active. He's not sitting on the bottom anymore. He's eating well. Don't get me wrong, he's still a little shy, but yeah. And of course, the kelberry are doing great. All that green stuff that was in the tank, as Tabarak mentioned, was probably caused by the lights, because when we dim the lights, look, this whole side, it's all gone already. Now we got some residual white fuzz. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's something I can research. Just been working a lot. It doesn't seem to be harming anything. Everyone's eating good in here and doing good. All the green is almost totally gone. Again, thanks for the sound advice, man. Love watching your videos. If I remember, I'll put a link to Tabarak's channel on this video if anyone wants to check him out. So the saltwater tank, the 30, lights are out. Doesn't look good right now with the lights out. Everything's quiet. Been getting a lot of red stuff floating around in here. The harlequin shrimp died, which I think is kind of normal. Well, I don't think they live that long, and you know. So he died, and we put a chocolate starfish in here for him, and now there's just a chocolate starfish kind of hanging out in there. I will say this. We haven't done water changes on these saltwater tanks for the longest time. And I mean, frankly, I checked the perimeters and the nitrates were low. So I'm a freshwater guy. I never thought, nitrates low, don't do the water change. I know there's a lot of other things involved in saltwater that the corals might need. I feel like the xenia might be competing for all the nutrients, and that's why the pulsing xenia never really thrived. So I started doing water changes on this just recently. I've got a bucket. I could do 5 at a time, mix up 5, pull out 5, put in 5. That doesn't seem like much, but it's only a 30-gallon tank. So I'm going to stay vigilant on the water changes and start to test the water and, I don't know, see if some of the cyano will go away, see if it helps with the green star polyp. Start to focus on that more. That's what I meant when I mentioned I wanted to get all the tanks set up so we can start focusing on those little details. Yeah, you can actually see where the original plug was where I started this, right there. Isn't that crazy how much? I know it doesn't look good now. It always looks like that with the lights out. So, over to the planted tank. A lot of new stuff going on here. Just scoot ground level so you guys can see. First of all, there were fry in this tank. I think the left ones might all be gone, but the right ones are still very much there. The darn angels always seem to eat them. One of these days they'll survive and we'll have some angels. We'll set up a tank for them. Everyone else doesn't seem to have a problem with fish breeding, and we could never keep the fry alive. We have food for them, we feed them. We'll see how it goes. Here's the changes we've made to this though. We added some sweet potatoes. We're messing with hydroponics. The roots to the sweet potatoes are right here. I'm not sure if I had those in last time we recorded, but wait till you see these things. They are growing out of control. I know it's dark, it's hard to see. Yeah, that's almost to the ceiling, and they're vaulted ceilings. There's another piece that's grabbed on. Here's another one that's cruised over. It's wrapped around the anchor. We're just gonna let it go. We think it's super cool. In fact, I was thinking about putting some in the left tank and letting it just climb the wall. Here's a piece that's cruising over to the saltwater tank. Don't know what's going on. Obviously, I'm not gonna let it go in, but maybe I'll let it grab onto that. I don't know. It is wicked cool how easy this stuff is to grow. Also, we got a holder for the pothos. That one on the far right, I'm pretty positive that that's just frog bit that grew through the hole. I didn't plant anything in those three. The three over here, I have pothos that are doing awesome. And this one on the far left, that is a garlic clove. I was literally just experimenting. I took the skin off it, put it in there. It seems to be doing great. So yeah, we're having a whole lot of fun with this hydroponic stuff, which I originally saw on Instagram. We were just decided to give it a go. I'm gonna back up so you can see how tall this stuff really is. Crazy, right? That's from like 2 weeks max. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's come over here. What up, Slick? To the big tank. Everyone's doing really good in here. We haven't changed anything. PVC, they've been having a lot of fun with that. They've been pushing it around. It's in a new location every day, which is a lot of fun. Everyone's doing really good in here. Our plans are to move the peacock bass, arowana over. Silver dollars that we moved over are doing great, and I think they're growing finally. They didn't seem to be growing in the 55. Sorry for that nasty reflection from the other tank. Cosmo, the bleakery sicko, he seems to be a real slow grower. He's doing good. Everyone's doing great. He seems to be growing the slowest out of everyone. There's the Lapredae Bashir. That guy is too funny. He loves to bury himself, like completely bury himself. We've named him Stanley. There's the Endla Cherry. He's doing great. We've named him Frank. Of course, Socks. Still doing great. The new setup for this tank, like stock-wise, what we got going on seems to be doing really good. Everyone seems to be doing really happy and thriving. We're gonna get the tire track eels from the 75 over here when they're big enough. Move the peacock bass and the arowana over. And we have some other plans for some stuff. There's Lemmy the Dalhousie. He is getting girthy. And yes, I know the blue tape is still up. We need to do one more coat on the stand. And that's what's going on in the fish room. Sorry about the lighting and not getting saltwater tanks. I know last week I missed them too. I really am gonna have to do a separate video for them. It's just hard with all the working. We went from day shifts to all day shifts. As always, thank you so much to everyone watching. Any questions, comments? I love to go through the comments and interact with people, so feel free to ask any questions or comments, feedback, anything really. Let's talk about the hobby. Until next time, everyone have a good one, and thanks for watching.